Batman Statue Collector, your Dark Knight of Collecting, and welcome back once again to Brotherhood of the Bat Collectibles. And on today's show, I wanted to do another hits or misses video, this time from the Prime 1 Studio Next Level event. This thing was amazing. We actually covered it live on Rogues Gallery Live. You guys saw our genuine reactions, and guess what? We are genuinely excited about this thing. This is so incredible. So many reveals, so many amazing products, and so I wanted to share some footage with you guys. I wanted to share my thoughts and opinions on some of these pieces, what I thought was a super hit, which ones I'm going to be pre-ordering for sure, versus ones that I thought were good, but maybe I wouldn't necessarily order. And I'm going to focus on the DC items. Now, Prime 1 has been dormant for a while. Well, they are dormant no longer. Like, they are just out of the gate exploding here. This is very, very exciting for them. I think that they definitely did take it to the next level, especially in DC pieces. We are only going to cover DC pieces on this video today, even though they had a ton of extra great ones. Definitely check out their videos so you see all the other reveals. But I'm going to focus on DC because that's what I collect. So without further ado, let's see what my hits or misses are from this event.
Alright guys, so right off the bat here is one of my favorite picks of the entire show, and this was a major shock because I didn't think they were going to do any more of the Arkham pieces, but this of course is part of their Museum Master line, and this is Harley Quinn. This is from Arkham City. Absolutely amazing concept here. A fun head sculpt. I am literally blown away by this piece. I absolutely love the art direction on it. It's something so different from Prime 1, from any of their Batman items. I absolutely love this. Of course, I love the Arkham Knight version as well, but look at this thing. I love the chair. I love the sculpt. I love the pose. I love her face sculpt. I mean, what is not to like on this thing? I just am really in love with this piece, and I'm again really shocked that Prime 1 went ahead and did her because they basically finished that Arkham line, but we get two pieces today revealed. Look at that. I mean, just look at that right there. Absolutely fantastic. I am a little worried about the footprint of the base. I wonder how big this thing is going to be. But here we get a little bit better idea of how big she is. And it doesn't look awful, like it doesn't look bad in terms of space. But again, it is 1/3 scale. And I am just, again, really blown away from top to bottom. I think this is a fun, epic piece. I still love my Arkham Knight Harley. Here she is right here. I still love this version, but I mean, come on. How awesome is this? Again, something so different from Prime 1. I'm so impressed. I just think she looks great. I love the sculpt. And this is going to be a day one pre-order for me. I have no idea where I'm going to put her in my collection, but just look at her. She's just absolutely fantastic. Love the base. Look at the dice. It's just so cool. Oh, this is so awesome. Definitely a giant hit for me. Come on, Prime 1. You are killing me. This is freaking awesome. What an epic, awesome piece this is. Look at that. Look at the details here. I'm in love, guys. I am in love. Alright, my other favorite pick of the show is, of course, Talon from the Court of Owls. I've been waiting for this for years. We saw the digital render years ago, and now we finally get to see, look at this, look at this. This is fantastic. It is exactly what I wanted from a Talon statue. Court of Owls, of course, Greg Capullo, one of my favorite artists. I love this storyline, and I absolutely love this statue. It is absolutely phenomenal. It's part of their Museum Master line. Again, 1/3 scale. Talon. Look at that. It looks like it might have a light up feature, which is really incredible. But just look at the pose. It is really well done. The black, the gold, the knives, the swords, all of it. It looks great. Look at the base here with the Court of Owls, the Talons, the Owls. Oh, I just absolutely love this thing. This is a major hit for me. Major day one pre-order. I cannot wait to have this in my collection. It's very reminiscent to me of the Deathstroke, the way he's kind of leaning forward. But look at this thing. I love it. Good size footprint base. Not going to take up a ton of room. I love this at 1/3 scale. Definitely one of the biggest hits for sure of the entire show for me. This was absolutely phenomenal. Cannot wait. My next favorite pick comes from, of course, Jason Fabok, which is, again, one of my favorite artists. And look at this rendering right here of Batman. And now we get a statue. At first, I thought this was going to be 1/5. I couldn't believe that it wasn't going to be 1/5. It's 1/3 scale, guys. 1/3 scale. Think about how big this piece is going to be as you see these images. This is also going to be a day one pre-order for me. I am debating right now whether to get the Prime 1 Hush Batman, the Batcave edition, but this one wins out for me. I just think it's absolutely phenomenal. The detail, The sculpt here, again, Jason Fabok is one of my favorites. It also makes me wonder if they'll do a Joker, which I absolutely love his Joker as well. But this is one of the most epic looking pieces. Look at the way his cape is billowing up. This is a very famous piece of art, and look at that. Look at that. Imagine the height. Imagine the sculpt and the space this is going to take up. For me, it's worth it. It is absolutely epic. You do have a head sculpt looking off to the side, which I also really like. You have the bats. You have the smoke coming off the building. I mean, come on. How iconic is this thing? It is absolutely phenomenal from top to bottom. I love this thing. Again, at 1/5 scale, I was sold. I'm like, I don't collect that scale. But seeing it now that it's going to be 1/3 scale, it's incredible. I like the face looking off to the side a little bit better, I think, than the looking down. But the cape up in the air with the clouds or the smoke, oh my gosh, it is absolutely insanely good. I cannot wait to own that piece. Next up, guys, you literally cannot blink, but we are finally get this. We're getting a penguin. That's right, a penguin at 1/3 scale. Absolutely incredible. We only have these very short images of him, but oh my gosh, this is going to be another day one pre-order for me because I've been wanting a penguin forever. And of course, we'll have more images and information soon, but obviously the top of my list, penguin, unbelievable. All right, guys, then next up we have a surprise entry in the Batman Hush line. I was hoping for a Catwoman, but instead we have the incredible Nightwing. That's right, Nightwing. They've retooled this Nightwing, which is absolutely incredible. They scrapped the original version. This is a billion times better in my mind. I love the base. I love the pose. Again, 1/3 scale here. This is one I don't know if I would add to my collection, but I'm so happy for Nightwing collectors because it's absolutely fantastic. I love the art direction on this piece. Johnny Pham, phenomenal art direction. And again, it does come with a couple of different head sculpts, which I really like. This one is good, but I really like the smirking portrait we're going to see here in just a second. They have cross hatching on the outfit itself. I love it. It is definitely comic book. It's perfect. It's Hush. It's exactly what everybody would want from a Nightwing statue. There, look at this. I love the smirking head sculpt. That is awesome. I'm assuming that's going to be exclusive. I don't know yet. But from top to bottom, I'm so happy for Hush collectors and Nightwing collectors because it is so awesome. Really great hit for me on this piece. Really awesome piece. All right, guys, so next up is kind of a shocking entry here from one of my favorite artists. Of course, you guys know I love Lee Bermejo, and here it is. This is a Lee Bermejo Catwoman. When I initially saw this, I really loved the pose. I think it's really well done. I'm just not sure that this is one that I am in love with. I don't know if I need to have this version. I really love the pose. Like I said, I like the jumpsuit. I think it's really well done. It's just something about maybe the head sculpt. I just don't know. Something is not quite perfect for me personally. It's not saying that it's not a good statue at all, but it's just not, I don't know, it's just not hitting it for me for whatever reason. I think the head sculpts are beautiful. But it's just maybe not exactly what I want from a Catwoman. I think that looks really good there. I love the winking. So maybe if I had, like, see, that looks good to me. That looks good to me. So maybe I need to reconsider this piece. Maybe I need to keep looking at her and see more photos of her. But I think that's a beautiful portrait too. I don't know if I'd ever display it that way, but it is a really great piece, again, from one of my favorite artists. I'm so happy with, of course, my Joker that's coming, but this is a cool entry. Again, I just don't know if I need another Catwoman, but it is a beautiful, beautiful piece. Should I get it, guys? What do you think? Well, let's move on now to another really exciting announcement, and this was pretty shocking, literally, because it is the Dark Knight's metal line. We already have, of course, this piece right here, and we also have the Drowned, and we also have the Batman Who Laughs. I personally own the Batman Who Laughs, which I absolutely love. I'm not a giant fan of the metal series, but I do love that character. So with that said, this is just incredible what we're going to see here. This is absolutely stunning that they are doing this, but I love it because it's going to only benefit collectors who want to plan ahead and literally do an entire line here. So again, we had Drowned. We've already seen her before, and we've already seen Batman Who Laughs, but here we go. Here are the big reveals from Prime 1 Studio of the Metal series. Absolutely incredible. Look at this thing. This thing is insanely big. It is so well done. And I mean, just look at that. It is the Merciless. Absolutely phenomenal. Really, really great piece. This thing is massive. Now, Batman Who Laughs is a really big piece. This guy is bigger than that, which is insane. Absolutely insane to me. These are pieces that I probably would not collect, me personally. But if you're a metals fan, this is a no-brainer. This is incredible. Look at this head sculpt here in just a second. You guys are going to be shocked. The Dawnbreaker, absolutely fantastic. I love the face. Look at that. Look at that face sculpt. It is absolutely phenomenal. Really, really awesome piece. Good colors, great pop. And then this one. This was my favorite reveal of the metal series. This one right here. Absolutely phenomenal base. Absolutely creative, fun. And look at the sculpt. Look at the sculpt here. Red Death. Red Death. Absolutely phenomenal. I just cannot believe how good this thing looks. Oh. And again, these are all 1/3 scale, guys, so you're going to need some space here. You are definitely going to need some space. And then here we had Superman. Superman is also revealed from Dark Knight's metal. This thing is crazy looking, absolutely crazy. Again, I'm not a fan of this particular look for Superman, but if you're a fan of this book and this series, this is a no-brainer. But I just absolutely love what Prime 1 is doing here with these pieces, and especially Red Death. Like, that one just really hits the mark for me. I think it's really, really good. Again, it's not necessarily something that I would ever add to my collection. I don't think I'm going to collect outside of the Batman Who Laughs. But still, I mean, come on. If you guys are a fan of this line, you're going to need to save some space. I know Dan the Man from Rogues Gallery Live, he's contemplating this line just because it's really incredible. And now we're going to have an opportunity here to see all of them together, which is really cool. So they have them all lined up. I'm just going to let the images kind of do the talking here, guys, because look at this. Watch this. Just watch. Just wait. It's incredible. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Absolutely phenomenal. You can really see the size here of these pieces. Oh my gosh, what an incredible looking lineup. If you're a fan, like I said, of this series, it's a no-brainer. I think it's definitely a hit of the show. Not a hit for me necessarily, but a hit of the show for sure. Prime 1 really doing an awesome job here. Lots of great details, lots of great color. You know how much I love that piece. But really awesome showing here from Prime 1. All right, let's see what we have here. Oh, yes, this is an awesome reveal, of course, from Arkham City. Yes, Arkham City. This was the first reveal from DC from this event, actually. And this is actually the suit worn at the very beginning of Arkham Knight. Really amazing detail here. Absolutely phenomenal. I am just shocked that they are doing more Arkham pieces. Obviously, it is a giant fan service, and that means a lot to me. So this is a really epic piece. I actually think this is a better statue than the OG piece from Arkham Knight. And you guys know how much I love that one, but this looks absolutely phenomenal. It's got that really, really giant base, kind of like the Catwoman. I think it's a very similar footprint to the Catwoman if you guys have that one. But this looks really, really good. I'm really impressed, and it's really cool that we're going to get to see these side by side to really compare the two, and I just think it looks amazing. It's a really great cape. I think the cape is definitely an upgrade compared to the OG piece. Again, I don't like that the fact that the base is so big, but it's just a really, really great Arkham City piece, and I'm just so happy for fans that are finally getting this piece when they really probably didn't think they ever actually would. But again, that Arkham Knight piece that I own right here is still phenomenal. I still absolutely love it, but I do feel like when you compare it to the city version is better, and I don't know if this is one I'm going to order or not. It's possible to replace my OG, maybe. I don't know, but anyway, I'm really anxious to hear what you guys think in the comments down below of this one, but I'm just so happy again. They're doing more Arkham. That's only a good thing for us collectors that absolutely love this line, and I just think the statue looks absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. All right, so next up is actually from artist Ryan Brown, which I'm a fan of his work. I'm especially a fan of that amazing Joker cover, which this maybe makes me think that maybe we're going to be getting a Ryan Brown Joker from Prime 1 Studio. Again, we actually have no real teaser on this particular clip, but just the fact that they're working with Ryan, that's very, very exciting. Of course, there he was painting a Batman Who Laughs, which is really, really cool. But you know, he's very, very famous for his very realistic watercolor drawings. Really, really good stuff here. and here in a second we're going to actually see that that Joker cover, this one right here, that he's very, very famous for. So could you imagine them doing a statue in that? It's just incredible to think that they might actually do that from Ryan. But again, I'm really happy for him. I'm really glad that they're doing these artist series pieces. That means a lot to me as a comic book fan that is taken directly from the art. And so again, I'm really, really happy to see what they do with Ryan here. But again, could you imagine that Joker? It would be insane. I just love the look of that Joker. Very maniacal, very, very cool. So anyway, I'm excited about that. So with that said, then we also had another artist profile. This one is from George Jimenez. And look at the concept here. Joker on a throne with guess who's above him? That's right, Punchline. Absolutely incredible concept here. Could you imagine if this thing is 1/3 the amount of space this would take up, the height? It's incredible to think, but what a cool concept here. Joker on throne with a Punchline above him. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. I really am excited to see what they do with this piece. Again, we're not going to get a full teaser here other than just this render, but anyway, I'm just very excited to see what this piece or how it turns out in the end, because I think, again, the concept is just a lot of fun here, really a lot of fun. And then here also we're going to see a little bit more of the art inspiration from George. I just think it's really cool, guys. I want to know what you guys think too down below, because I think this one is a lot of fun. All right, so next up we're going back to Jason Fabok, and again I had to put Batman at the beginning because he's one I'm definitely going to pre-order, but look at these also. Again, originally we thought these were going to be 1/5 scale. This is 1/3, guys. This is 1/3. Imagine this diorama piece. Doomsday, Superman, all in 1/3 scale. Think of how massive this thing is going to be. It is going to be a giant footprint. Think Bane, think the original Doomsday, think Killer Croc, but bigger. At least in my opinion, it's going to be bigger because this thing just looks insanely good. It's, of course, this battle series. They're doing a Superman versus Doomsday and also a Wonder Woman battle series. I was curious as to why they didn't do the Batman that way as well, but I actually prefer the singular Batman, of course, because now that I know it's 1/3, I'm going to be picking that one up for sure. But again, it's just really cool to see this, and now we're going to see Wonder Woman as well, which I think she looks really good. And it's just really neat to see this art direction here of, again, that battle. I like that battle diorama, very similar to the Batman versus Joker Dragon in the Dark Knight's metal piece. This reminds me of that. And of course, Wonder Woman looks amazingly good here. A really, really good sculpt. We are going to see another Wonder Woman here in a minute that I actually prefer more than this one, but I still feel like this is a very valid piece. It's very, very cool. And again, but 1/3 scale, this is going to be really, really massive, guys. But look at the details. Look at the details on the dragon. It looks so good. Just incredible, incredible piece here. And I love, again, I love that it's from one of my favorite artists right now. He's just absolutely phenomenal. Of course, he did the 3 Jokers covers in the 3 Joker series. Absolutely fantastic. But look at this piece. It is really fun. It's got that round, epic base that we see, kind of like the new 52 base that I have on Batman. Really, really great piece here. Again, it's not something that I would ever buy. It's not something I would ever buy for the Superman piece. So it's definitely a hit for the show, but it's not a hit for me. But beautifully executed, beautiful art here. And I think that they really nail these. And I'm sure Jason is incredibly happy and proud that his work is being produced here in 3D. I think it's a pretty darn good head sculpt here. Again, I like the other Wonder Woman sculpt better, but we'll show that to you here in just a second. So next up we have Germ Lau represented here. Of course, he did the Mira from Prime 1, and he also did the Supergirl from Prime 1, also 1/3 scale for both of those. Well, now we get a Black Canary. And so it's very reminiscent of his style, beautifully executed. He always paints so well, and this is a really good piece as well. Again, this is not something that I would purchase, but I think it's really good. The mask portrait I don't love as much. That's just me, my personal opinion, but I do think that she is well sculpted, but I really like the unmasked portrait a little bit better, and we're going to see that here in just a second. But again, it does capture his art style very, very well, and a very, very similar base, of course, to the Supergirl. So it's going to pair up very, very well with her. And then, of course, once we see the next piece as well, we're going to see Wonder Woman here in just a second. I think that it's all going to pair up so nicely, and again, his style, beautiful. I like the different swap outs on this one. The canary in the back is a nice touch as well, but it's just a really cool piece, again, from Prime 1 Studio. Again, not something that I would pick up, but I do think that she is very well done, and if you're a fan of Germ Lau, this is a no-brainer. just really a great piece. And now we're going to move on to his companion piece. Like I said, this is going to be the Wonder Woman piece, and I think this statue is definitely a hit of the show. I think she's very, very beautiful, and wait till you see this head sculpt. Absolutely gorgeous here. Again, really great execution in my opinion. A very similar base to what we saw with the last two, but I just think it's really, really, really good here. The details through this piece is really quite incredible. The hair looks very good. The sculpt of the body looks amazing, and it does have that cut and sew fabric element with the cape, obviously the lasso itself, but the body itself looks amazing. And then look at this, the head sculpt. Like I said, it's a hit. Beautiful, beautiful head sculpt. One of the best head sculpts I think that Prime 1 has ever done. Just very, very beautiful. Again, it's part of the Rebirth line, again, from Stanley Art, Germ Lau. Just a really awesome piece in my opinion. Again, this is not one that I would ever pick up for me and my personal collection, but I can definitely think it's a hit for anybody that's a Wonder Woman fan or an Art Germ fan, just like I said. I do feel like this piece is a lot better than the Black Canary piece, in my opinion. I just think it blows the other one out of the water, but they're both good. And again, 1/3 scale, guys, so you're going to need some space and some funds for these pieces, but this is a really, really beautiful sculpt and a beautiful, beautiful piece from Prime 1 Studio. What do you guys think about this? I'm anxious to hear your thoughts on this one as well. But yeah, I mean, come on, look at that, look at that. Look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so we have one more piece to look at, and this was a Batman Beyond piece. Again, very shocking. It looks very good. This is a very quick clip. It's not my style. I don't love it, but it is a really cool piece, very armored looking, and I know that a lot of people are going to be very, very excited about this one because they love their Batman Beyond pieces. Absolutely fantastic, right, guys? Absolutely fantastic.
All right, guys, so there you have it. A really, really fun event, like I said, from Prime 1 Studio. I tip my hat to them. It was very well produced, very exciting, so many new reveals, and so many new pre-orders for me, unfortunately, and unfortunately for my wallet right here. Like, that's the bad thing. Like, I'm in trouble, guys. I am in trouble. So much trouble. But anyway, I want to thank you for watching today. I also want to know, what were your favorite pieces? What pieces are you going to pre-order? Which ones are a must for you? Which are your hits and misses? Please let me know in the comments down below. I would love to read them. Thank you guys so very much for watching. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification bell. You guys know the drill. Please do all that and make sure that you're part of all this fun. Thank you for watching. I love you guys. You're amazing. And I'll see you right here next time in the Batcave. Bye, everybody. Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these two awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.